Another week down, another Friday appears before you. What do you do when the Friday come for you? I'll tell you what I did. I went to the store and I purchased an Oreo Coca-Cola. I still don't. I can't. Yeah, we're just gonna give it a try. Are you ready for this? I might spit this out. I have no idea.
Oh, absolutely not. Also, hi everyone. I'm currently sick.
Yeah, Steph's
So-
got this. She got down with the sickness. So, we're gonna try not to press too much to get her to talk on this one. We don't want to fuck her.
Despite my best efforts, I got sick.
But damn it, she's here. That's dedication. That's commitment. It's more than I can say for that other asshole that usually never shows up to these things. You know, that one that long black-haired guy has the fox on his printer. Fuck that guy. But this smells so fucking weird. Like, also, oh, I forgot. So, in addition to the fox, we've got another another guest here. You can't see because they're in this thing here. But this is Rigby. At least Rigby's in this pouch. So, if at any point you hear something screaming from within the pouch, that's Rigby. Trying to get him more used to my scent, so he's not as bitchy when I'm near him. Not as scared. But anyway, I'm gonna try this. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh my god. It's like vanilla Coke but cranked up to 10. Like, it's like a super sugary vanilla Coke, which is crazy because this is a Coke Zero. I don't know why, but when they did this collaboration, they decided it would be a good idea to make the Oreo flavored Coke a zero sugar Coke. Because Oreos are zero sugar. Anyway, I've got a regular one here to cleanse my tongue of this nightmare, if you will, here. Anyway, we're here today to talk about two monsters. Not like, you know, the video before last, where it was two different monsters that were small monsters. These are, in fact, well, some of them are small. This is like the Kangala video, where we're going to talk about a leader and their pack. So today we're covering the Great Izuchi, along with the subservient Izuchis that follow it. So that being said, Seth, what are your thoughts on what an Izuchi should be doing?
Honestly, first and foremost, it should apply bleed.
Yes.
No, for how razor sharp they say that tail should be, it should apply bleed. I don't care if it's supposed to be the opening bird wyvern that's supposed to introduce you to everything like fucking Kulu. It should apply bleed and be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it seems like the Izuchi is supposed to take place of your typical raptor bird wyverns, like your Velocidrome and its subsequent cousins, the Jaggy and the Baggy, their subsequent cousins. But yeah, it just seems like Izuchi's in that category, but for some reason, like, ordinarily these creatures have unique properties to them. When you look at the Veloci family, you have the Gaia, which do ice, the Gen, which do paralysis, and then you have the Ios that do poison. I don't think Veloci ever got bleed. I want to say they did. I could be wrong on that. But when you look at the things Izuchi's stacked with, in Rise they're stacked with Baggy and Roggy. Again, you have poison and you have asleep. You don't have anything with Izuchi, which that can be kind of a common run-of-the-mill practice, but at the same time, I think bleed is a good thing to have on him, because bleed is not anywhere hardly. There's like a few monsters who can inflict it. Odogaron was like, I think, the only one in world maybe that could do it, to my memory.
No,
But
there was a couple monsters that could apply it.
I know Nargacuga can, and I know Seregios does, but he wasn't in world.
The fucking Ruiner no Gigante.
Yes, Ruiner can. That's right. So Ruiner, Odogaron, and Nargacuga are your 3 from world, and then in Rise it's Seregios, Nargacuga, and I can't off the top of my head think of another one. Alexa, stop. I don't know why it goes off in the middle of these fucking recordings. But yeah, it's supposed to be in place where your typical raptors go. It doesn't do that big of an impact, that good of a job, because as you guys can see in this footage, I'm having to pack this video with a lot of I'm gonna do that more often. Like, I've started putting their theme songs in the background. I'm gonna start adding in ecology videos or cutscene videos of these monsters as well. But the reason I'm having to start it on this one at all is
okay.
what?
I was looking up which other monsters have it, and Behemoth has it. It's Furious Rajang has it in Xrd, and same with Glavenus in Xrd.
Interesting.
So Gen Ultimate, once again pulling out the cool shit.
Yep. But since he's not on that list, that does confirm Velocidrome didn't never have it, which I guess makes sense. You need a base genus for the rest of them to come off of to become new species. Like, you have your base Velocities that turn into the different subsequent categories. You have a Jagras, which kind of splits into a few things, but I don't think Jagras is related to Dogma. I think he's just related to Gyarados maybe. But anyway, but yeah, the reason we're having to do it this way is because these fights took a grand. We have 2 fights in this video, and it took a grand total of 5 minutes. So he's not that fucking powerful. Now, those of you who've been in this channel for a while, you remember me playing the first Monster Hunter for a little bit. What is still available of that game that you can play anyway. And the first Velocidrome fight, I had a sword and shield, and I smacked him, and he went, "Oh," and it stunned him, and so I smacked him again, and he went, "Oh," and so I smacked him again, and he went, "Oh," and it just did that for like that was the whole fight. Every time I'd hit him, he would rear back as a stun, and it would I didn't even fight him. But that was Monster Hunter. This is Monster Hunter Rise. We are in the 5th generation. We're about to be in the 6th. And even that fight with that Velocidrome, was all like, took longer than this. Now, granted, in this footage, yes, I am using high rank shit, but Seth is not. Like, even so, like, it doesn't matter. I can use low rank gear and solo a great Izuchi in the same amount of time it took us to do these 2 fights. Izuchi is not. He doesn't pack a punch. Baggy, yeah, he can pack a punch. Roggy even can do you in pretty good. But Izuchi himself he doesn't have a lot to bring to the table, unfortunately. So in terms of does he do his job? I mean, technically, yeah. Does he do it well? Yeah, not really. Like if he inflicted bleed damage and he was a little faster, I could see it. He's built for speed, the way he looks, and he does a lot of acrobatic shit, but he's just so damn slow for how small he is. Like, he's got jaggy, baggy levels of speed on him. Honestly, they could have just put the Great Jaggy back in this game, since they want to put Jaggy in this game. Just put the Great Jaggy back in this game, and you wouldn't have even had to make Izuchi. I feel like you wanted to make Izuchi because you wanted a monster for the name and for the style to fit in with your, Japanese theme that you're going for in this game. But honestly, Jaggy would have been probably a better version to put in here, because Izuchi doesn't do shit. And the smaller ones, let's talk about the smaller ones. These things are supposed to assist their pack leader. You see it in the monkeys that have them, like Blangonga, Kangalola, You see it in the Raptors, like the Velocities and all of its subs. You have it in the Jaggies and all of their subs, and it's just so weird that when it comes to Izuchi, its servants don't really bring anything to the table. Like, I remember playing Try, and Jaggy was there, and there was like 3 Jaggia, 5 Jaggy at minimum with that bitch in its den. And we get into Izuchi, and there's like 3 with him, and they're easily dispatched by the fucking dog or the cat before you ever have to worry about them interrupting you or fighting you. It's just kind of, you know. But in terms of, in terms of it being their fault or the game's fault, I think this might be a case of it being the monster, because he everything he needs is there. Everything that this monster needs to succeed is already in the game. It's already there. He just doesn't have it. He doesn't use it. Like, not granted, you can sit here and argue, well, the game designer should have gave it to him. Yeah, they should have, but it's not like it's a mechanic that didn't exist yet. And it's not like, it's not like Laggy's failures came because of the mechanics in the game, because the mechanics sucked. The mechanics in Rise, they work. They're good. They have good mechanics. They're just not being utilized by the monster. It's kind of a weird situation. But in terms of Wilds, I don't want Izuchi back. I don't think he's coming back. I think because he's way too. It's like we talked about with Magnum Mall. Was it Magnum Mall or was it Ignosum? Somebody we said was too niche to leave Rise. And I don't recall which monster we talked about when we said that. But there was one monster we talked about that was so fucking niche that you couldn't see it anywhere but in Rise. I don't remember what that was.
I'm pretty sure that would have been Magnum Olo.
Okay. And I know Dogoron is the same way. Like, its role in the environment is just so niche. But that's an environmental thing. With these guys, it's kind of a thematic thing, but it is also a thing of, they just, I don't know. Even Izuchi doesn't do too hot in his own environment. Like, this dude gets fucking rang around the rosy by damn near anything that comes near it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Wild? Like, Izuchi with Wild?
No. I don't think he'll be coming back. I don't think it makes sense. Especially because it looks like they're trying to move towards, like... As weird as this sounds, Izuchi is too big given the scale of the monsters that we've been shown already. Yeah. Because, like, the monsters we've been shown already are pretty fucking small.
Plus, we kind of already got the hint that they've been replaced. Like, in World, the raptors were replaced with lizards. And in Rise, we got a mix of lizard and raptor. But in this one, it seems like it's entirely different ballparks. There's like these bear dogs. There's these fucking these sandworm things. Like it's
we're getting more variations of pack monsters.
Yeah, we're getting entirely new pack monsters. So I really don't see it being a case of we get new raptors and we might get new raptors. I mean, a savanna biome would be great. Open area. I mean, the Velociprey that we first ever see are in a big open area in the Forest and Hill Zone. So, or in the intro cutscene, it's just, to the first Monster Hunter. But normally the raptors are in big areas, a few exceptions, like, the Velocities living in the jungle. But, I mean, still, that makes some sense, too. But Izuchi doesn't even make any sense, because it's kind of found in a few different biomes that it doesn't really... Like, I can see it being in the Shrine Rooms, but why is it in the Frost area when Baggy's there already? Like, that's already, I don't know. But yeah, so somehow I gotta find a way to stretch out some footage for this because we're at a 15-minute mark. We're gonna go ahead and move into putting him on the board, and I want to say this is our first raptor. I'm fairly certain that this is like the first raptor we've done. Let me take a look real quick. Let's see here. Oh shit. Let's see. I dropped that. Nope, that's Ignosman. Please, yeah, on that side. Okay. In terms of everyone on the board, yeah, no, this is the first raptor that is going on the board. And to be quite frank with you, I I don't want to go any higher than D tier with Izuchi to be straight.
I mean, that's fair, and I agree. I apologize for not talking as much, but like I stated there, I'm regretfully sick.
Seth is indeed very sick. A very sick individual. We won't hold that against her, cause she's an integral part of the process and the journey. So with Izuchi being here, honest to God, Seth, it might be time. It might be time to put.
I swear, if you tell me that thing is going behind fucking Kangala.
Seth, do you think he's better than Kangala, Seth?
I can't even give you a reasonable argument, but I hate Kangala that much.
Okay. Alright, look. Because they basically, everything I've said about Izuchi, we basically said all that same shit about Kangala. Oh, fuck me, if I had a coin. Alright, look, here's your pros and your cons, right? At least Kangala has a unique status ailment, and can fire multiple ailment and element from them. And he has subspecies. Whereas this does not. And this has no special effects, no special ailments, no subspecies. And he doesn't work in conjunction with his lessers like Kangala does. So I will make a compromise with you. How about, for the time being, we will put Izuchi behind Kangala, and we will let the people in the comments decide whether or not he stays there.
I can accept that.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kangala's finally been promoted out of the ass end of D tier. The new contender in the shit zone of D tier is the great Izuchi and the subsequent Izuchis. Please let us know in the comments below if you think that Kangala should be moved down beneath the great Izuchi. And as far as that goes, that's all we've got for Great Izuchi. He's the trash raptor. This is so weird. It's almost like those orange vanilla Cokes that came out a while ago, but like without the orange. It's just straight. It's like a orange sherbet, but without the orange. You know, that creaminess. It's just that cream taste, like eating frosting out of a fucking bucket, but it burns in the fizz. It's weird. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the description for the Patreon, the Twitter. Go watch the Wukong playlist. Go watch the rest of this playlist. Look at this fox. Look at Rigby. There he goes. I was making sure he was in there still. I was like, he's being real quiet. Anyway, everybody keep Steph in your thoughts. She's very sick. Wish her good getting in the comments. Be like, Steph, you're great. I hope you get better soon. Put that in the comments. Put it in there. Go ahead, I'll wait. Are you doing it? Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, Seth, any closing words?
No, you summed it up all nicely. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I will hopefully be better next week.
Yeah, when we're covering who?
Fuck you. You can't keep getting away with this.
You can't let him keep getting away with it. This man must be stopped. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.